It's kind of wild when you think about it. We're living in what's supposed to be the most connected time in all of human history. We've got thousands of friends literally just a tap away. And yet, so many of us have never felt more alone. In this explainer, we're going to dig right into that contradiction and hopefully uncover the real reason we all feel so disconnected. This is the big question that kind of haunts us while we're scrolling, isn't it? We're absolutely drowning in notifications, but we're thirsty for real, genuine connection. We're going to get to the bottom of why that is, and here's a hint. The answer isn't as simple as just blaming your phone. And look, this isn't just some vague feeling people have. It's a real, measurable crisis. Just look at this number. A staggering 79% of Gen Z, the generation that literally grew up with social media in their hands, they report feeling lonely. This is an epidemic, and it's hiding in plain sight, right on our own screens. But a statistic can't really tell you what this loneliness actually feels like. To really get the human cost of this whole paradox, we need to hear from the people who are living it every single day. So let's start with Jordan. He's 17. For him, social life is just this constant stream of pictures, this performance of being happy. It's the perfect example of what we call passive connection. He's broadcasting his life, he's getting validation back, but he's not actually building those deep, kind of messy, real relationships that fight off loneliness. And then there's David. He's a 40-year-old remote worker who's always online, always connected, but feels completely isolated. In his experience, it points to this really powerful new idea, a term he actually came up with himself, digital touch starvation. Digital touch starvation? Wow. It's that ache you feel when you're alone in a room that's just buzzing with digital chatter. It's that massive gap between seeing a notification pop up on your screen and actually feeling the warmth of a real person next to you. Eleanor, who's 72, she sees the whole problem with just crystal clarity. We've made our relationships all about speed and convenience. We've traded deep connection for these quick, passive gestures. And like she says, a heart emoji is not a hug. It just isn't. A quick like is never going to replace real, genuine care. And finally, this one really gets me. This is Alex. Her literal job is to create connection online as a social media manager. But her own words just show the heartbreaking irony of it all. It's this brutal reminder that 500 digital loves can't fill that void or comfort you when you're feeling real pain. So yeah, these stories, they paint a pretty grim picture. And it's so easy to just blame our devices, right? To point the finger at technology. But the real culprit here is something way more subtle, and honestly, it's a lot more personal. We all want the easy answer, don't we? Just villainize technology, delete the apps, problem solved. But what if our phones aren't the actual enemy here? What if the problem is really about how we're choosing to use them? And boom, here it is. This is the core idea. The real villain isn't the technology itself, it's passivity. We've become spectators in our own social lives. We're just scrolling through our relationships instead of actively, participating in them. This analogy, it just absolutely nails it. Seriously, think back to the stories we just heard. Jordan's snaps, they're just movie trailers. David's Zoom calls are like on-demand meetings. Eleanor's heart emojis, they're just a thumbs up. We're endlessly browsing people, sampling their content, but we're hardly ever committing to the full story. Okay, but here's the good news. There is a way to fight back against this passivity. It's time to stop being a passive consumer and start being an active creator of connection. And here are 3 simple but really powerful shifts that can change everything. Okay, first, reclaim your offline time. Put it in your calendar. Schedule real analog moments. Second, go deep, not wide. One meaningful, thoughtful conversation is worth so much more than 100 surface-level likes. And third, and this is a big one, create sacred phone-free zones where real, undistracted connection can actually happen. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've basically got the empty calories of connection. On the right, you have a nourishing meal. It really is the difference between being a spectator in the stands and actually being a player on the field of your own life. So this isn't about a quick fix. There's no magic button you can press to feel less lonely. This is a practice. Real connection, it's a muscle. And for a lot of us, it is way past time to start working it out again. And let's be real, this takes effort. This is about cultivating a garden, not finding a quick hack. It needs time, it needs intention, it needs consistent care. But the harvest, that deep, meaningful, loneliness-busting connection,
Oh, it is so worth it. And so we're going to end with a personal challenge. Not for later, for right now. Don't just swipe away from this. Pick one person right now and decide on the one active choice you're going to make for connection today. Because the fight against loneliness isn't won by understanding it, it's won one active choice at a time. Now go make yours.